Hey friend, hey. Just coming to you guys with another video of some books that I read this past, January? It was an actual series that I want to talk to you guys about because maybe you haven't heard of it, or maybe you want to read it for yourself, and that is okay. Or maybe you want me to tell you about it, and if you want me to tell you about it, put it in the comments and I will do so. But until then, let's get into it. I read the Bridge Kingdom series by Danielle Jensen. You may have heard of her. She did the, was it A Fate Inked in Blood? I think is what that name of that book is. I have not read that book yet. That is on my physical TBR that I have over here. I just haven't gotten to it. So there's that. Anyhow, I did read The Bridge Kingdom, but I have a friend who's currently borrowing it and she's falling in love. Period. The end. However, let's get into the Traitor Queen. Okay, the Traitor Queen picks up where the Bridge Kingdom left off. We follow Laura, and I think they call him, his name looks like Aaron. They pick up right there where some things happened in Bridge Kingdom, okay? And there was a cliffhanger. There was. And so you're following the rest of that story. And there's some characters introduced to us in this book. Laura's sisters. Laura's brother. What? And some more kingdoms. Also in each book, there is a map of the entire country. So, you get that in each book. But this one ends with, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the end of it kind of gets your breath going, kind of makes you feel like you can't breathe there for a split second because you're just like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden, you're like, what? But then the characters that are in this book pick up in this book. Yes, the inadequate heir. The inadequate heir follows Laura's brother and this beautiful brown princess on the front. I don't want to give away too much. Just know that it follows Laura's brother and another kingdom, because all these kingdoms they don't get along, but they get along. Some of them do, for like they trade, and so they get along because they have to. But then there's a couple of kingdoms that are always at each other's necks, always. So this follows Valcata and Maradrina, and you'll get to find out how this goes. And then, it ends also on a cliffhanger. And no, that's no bueno, por favor. But, it's still really good. It's really good. Now, I will say the spice from this book, I had it upside down like a crazy person. The spice from this book to this book is like a big jump. Because in the first two books, there is some, but not a lot. You're more so building the world and you're following the plot. And the plot is plotting in this series, okay? There are so many characters, there's so much moving around that you don't really realize what's going on until it's kind of too late, because then you find out all the answers. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Okay, period. Then you end it with the Endless War. Now, the Endless War picks up where the inadequate heir left off. This one took me a minute. She's a thickie. Not as thick as some other books, but there is more going on. You're trying to figure out this prison system. You're trying to find out who is bad and who isn't on this strange prison island that's literally out in the middle of nowhere. And the way that it read, it was man-made. So, yeah. But there's some love. Takes a minute to get there because, things happened. Inadequate heir left on a cliffhanger, so we're picking up where we left off and we're trying to figure out what's going on. We got to do what we got to do. So anyhow, but there is one more book out. It's already on Audible, so if you have a Audible premium subscription, you can listen to all 5 books right now for free with your Audible premium subscription. However, the last book physically comes out April, I think it said the 25th of 2025. I have not read it yet because I want to read it when it comes out, you know? So I technically haven't read the entire series, but I have read a major chunk of it. I've read at least book 1 through 4, and I'm getting ready to loan these books to my friend so she can read it because she got really into it. If I had to put it in a category, I would say if you like Throne of Glass, this is like Throne of Glass times 10. It's better. I was not a fan of Throne of Glass because I felt like Throne of Glass was just too kiddie for me per se, but a lot of people loved it, and a lot of people loved the world building and the storytelling and all that. This has the world building, this has the storytelling, and straight from the first chapter in the very first book, this hooks you, grabs you in, and you can't help but to keep going with it. I'm kind of excited because the next book follows another character, well, a couple of characters that were mentioned in books 1 through 4. We are following an entire completely other kingdom, but the kingdom was mentioned in the last 2 books. And then we're following Aaron. That's hard to say his name because I want to say Aaron so bad, but we're following his sister. If you read the books, you meet her in the very first book, and she just kind of makes appearances throughout the rest of the series. I did like his sister Anna. Yeah, listen, I'm bad when it comes to these fantastical names. Okay, I'm doing what I can with what I got. Okay, so just go with it. Just go with it. But I do rate the entire series that I have so far at least an 8.9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we will see you on the next one. Until then, keep following me. Follow, subscribe, like, hit the bell button, do all the things, and help a fellow book friend out. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.